What's going on, y'all? This is your boy Kev coming to you with another video. Um, Chiefs get the victory, 35-24 over the 49. I'm sorry, 38-27 over the 49ers. I was almost close to my prediction video. Go back and watch my prediction video. I said Chiefs will win 35-24, and I'll be damned. I was 6 points off the final score. It was a field goal by both teams that put me off, but basically I had most of my predictions were right. I mean, for the Chiefs, I said Hunt will score twice and Mahomes will throw 3 touchdowns. Little did I know they would do all that in the first half. Jimmy G, I said Jimmy G would throw for over 250 yards and 2 touchdowns. Guess what? 251 yards, 2 touchdowns. I mean, overall, the first half was dominated by the Chiefs. Got out to a 35-7 lead. They scored on all 5 possessions in the first half, all touchdowns, by the way. Scored a touchdown. That's why I said they scored a touchdown on all 5 first half possessions. The defense looked really good. Like I said, I figured they would get some stops early. Feeding off that home crowd that was so amped and so pumped for Patrick Mahomes' first regular season game as a starter in Kansas City at home. But on the second half, we only scored 3 points. The 49ers actually dominated the second half. They dominated the second half. Again, horrific defense. This complacent defense rearing its ugly head for the Chiefs again. Bob Sutton, he should have been gone. But with this offense, man, this team should really be a juggernaut. But this defense, nah. That's been the story in all 3 games this year for the Chiefs. They get out to a lead early, and then the second team slowly comes back and makes it a game in the second half. If you want to win a championship, you can't do that. When you're up 35-7 at halftime, you got to do what is Chiefs radio play-by-play man Mitch Holder's call. You got to put the hammer down. You got to put the hammer down, and the Chiefs they can't do it. It's complacent play calling on both sides of the ball. Reed, you got your big lead. You don't want to do too much. Put the ball in the air, maybe force a turnover. San Francisco played great defensively in that second half. They played really great. They brought pressure, got Mahomes rattled. Their second, I think their secondary really did a good job of covering receivers throughout the game. Even in the first half when Mahomes was carving them up, they did a great job of covering. But not being able to get much with Richard Sherman out, and all that. Your best corners out of the game, you still not be able to get too much in the second half. It's not good. Where I was wrong was ball control. The 49ers seemed like they did a better job of having more ball control than the Chiefs. It was eerily similar to me it was eerily similar to the game where last year the playoff loss to the Titans, where the Titans come out in the second half and they're running the football. They're running the football and having success and getting big chunks of yards. It was at one of the first. Breida had a really good game. Alfred Morris had a good game running the ball. It really looked like Derrick Henry and Marcus Mariota getting those big chunk yards on running plays all over again against the Chiefs. Breida had 90 yards on 10 carries. Morris had 14 yards on 67 carries. Again, that was one of the main things. They actually did on defense was try to bring in guys to stop the run, because we were getting pounded in the run game so much. They would try to bring in guys like Xavier Williams, Anthony Hitchens, the guys who could stop the run. Garoppolo had time to throw in the second half. Of course, I'll get to the breaking news later. But again, man, just complacency. You're up 28. You know, I they take their foot off the gas too much, if you ask me. He wasn't bringing the pressure that they were bringing in the first half, getting Garoppolo off his rocker. You know, I don't know, man. I mean, the Chiefs just can't outscore everybody. I mean, we're gonna really get a big time test the next 3 weeks, man. I think the next 3 weeks will, hell, even 4 weeks. The next month will really will really I'll really have a good the next 4 weeks I'll really we'll be able to see how this Chiefs team is going to be, or how this Chiefs team can measure up in the playoffs or so. Because in the next 4 weeks you've got the Broncos, we got the Jaguars, we got the Patriots, and then we got the Bengals. Broncos, great defense. Well, at least a great pass rush, by the way. You know, Jacksonville, excellent defense. Excellent defense. Patriots, one of the great defensive minds in the game. Bill Belichick. Bengals, no slouches on defense. I mean, they may not be the top, the high, upper echelon, but their defense is pretty cool too. And all of them have definitely, I mean, at least good offenses. When the Broncos will be the exception with Case Keenum at quarterback, but you got the Jaguars. They have Blake Bortles, but Leonard Fournette when he's healthy, and T.J. Yeldon, great running game. I'm gonna say if you can get that Blake Bortles that performed against the Patriots last week, look out. Patriots, I really don't have to explain the Patriots offense, do I? And then Cincinnati, Andy Dalton looking really good. This season. And AJ Green again, like I said, that dynamic duo looks like they're picking up their momentum. I mean, these next 4 weeks are going to be really tough for this team, and it's going to these next 4 weeks are going to really we'll really see what this Chiefs team is really about. I mean, I'm not saying that these first 3 wins were easy because they weren't. I mean, the Chargers are the Chargers. Pittsburgh had problems. They didn't have Le'Veon Bell. San Francisco, I mean, they're an up and coming team, but they're not there yet. But yeah, man, they're really disappointing how the second half went for the Chiefs. I mean, I'm happy they got the win, but it's a whole lot of stuff to work on. The defense, I mean, I just think it's complacency on both. It was complacency on both sides of the ball. I just don't expect how you. I just don't see how you expect teams to lay down and not fight. That's what I don't understand. I mean, 49ers going to make adjustments, and they made adjustments. They played a hell of a second half. They got robbed in what I thought was a horrible offensive pass interference penalty that would have by the backup QB because Jimmy Garoppolo went down with a knee injury in the fourth quarter. That's the big breaking news. Garoppolo down, it might be ACL because the way that knee buckled, it looked bad. And hopefully it's not that serious. I mean, it's tough, but I mean, they got robbed on that call. A lot of crazy penalties. I mean, you take those penalties away, hell, the 49ers might win this game. So, like I said, thank you to the officials for helping the Chiefs out in this game. Because I mean, the Chiefs have been they've been what am I trying to say? They've been victims of calls in the past, but they were definitely the beneficiary today. But Mahomes makes history again. 13 touchdown passes through the first 3 games. He beats Manning and he beats Brady in their record-breaking touchdown pass seasons, by the way. Again, he has 13. Manning had 12 in his 55 touchdown year. Brady, of course, had 11 in his 50 touchdown year. What could it be from Mahomes? I don't think that many, but Other than that, man, I'm about to get out of here, man. Like I said, I'm disgusted by the second half. I mean, if you're a championship team, like people starting to believe this team is, we definitely got to shore up the defense. Definitely got to shore up the defense. Don't know when Eric Berry's coming back. I heard that the Chiefs have emerged as possible trade destinations for Earl Thomas. I mean, what did the Seahawks? What Seattle? What you need, man? If I even got to put some of my money in there, I can give you $1. Whatever, man. I need Earl Thomas. I need either one. If we have both, great. But this secondary needs serious help. Like I said, in offense, they sputtered in the second half. Don't know why. I don't know, but that's it, man. Appreciate y'all watching, and I'm see you on the next video.